welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy and today we are going to be unboxing the Himi Metallic Gouache set. I think the box is just super cute. Look at that. Look at him and his little friends. Is that not the sweetest thing? And I love the color. This yellow is my favorite shade of yellow. This right here. I could wake up in this yellow every day and feel happy. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it open. I'm holding the mic kind of close to my mouth. I hope it's not too much because all the fans are on right now. It is super toasty in the apartment, so they're a little loud. So there's our pop-off lid, and it comes with the little mixing tray. And then I didn't know it came with paintbrushes, but I'm so excited. It comes with paintbrushes. Come to me, my darlings. There we go. It comes with a little flat. Let's see, and they're yellow too, which is so great. I'm gonna leave these in with this set so that these are gonna be my gouache brushes. This is a number 6 flat, and then we have a number 4 round, and we have one of my favorite shapes in the world, filbert round, or number 8. Yeah, they're excellent brushes. And this is how they come, all packaged, nice and neat, in our little tray. I'm gonna go ahead and flip them over. That's why the mat's out, because that is usually pretty loud. They come in this molded tray, per usual, right? And then these are all of our colors. And I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse this part. A, because all the fans are on, it's super loud in here. And B, because I may have to voice over this section anyways, because life is about to happen in the apartment. But yeah, we're gonna open them all up and then swatch them all on white and black paper to see how pearlescent metallic they are. And yeah, I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering and get to it. Alright, I finally have them all open. That was a struggle. The glue they put on the edges of those little lids is intense. Getting a grip. My recommendation is that they put a little tiny tab, a little grippy tab on each corner of them so that you have something to grip to pull that off, because that's just silly. Now we're in. We're in. And clean off my little blade thing. Put that away. Clean off my palette knife so that we can stir them up, because they are, each one's a little bit separated. Not terrible though. So, just gonna get in here and do a gentle stir. Like that. And a nice mix. Like that. And then instead of wasting this paint, I'm gonna go ahead and get out my set that over there, my paper. I'll set this guy here. And my swatching paper is right here, because we're going to do white and black. Spin this over here. We do white on the top and black on the bottom. I have black watercolor paper. I know I have some. It's right. Is this the watercolor one? No, but this will do. I don't know where my black watercolor. Oh, there it is. The Stonehead black watercolor paper. This stuff. This is Strathmore 400 series watercolor paper, and this is Stonehenge aqua cold pressed watercolor paper. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and swatch a swatch. And we don't want to waste our paint. We'll swatch with our square brush. Just got some clean water over here. Okay. Now this, put it up here. Excuse me. Ooh, that's buttery. Nice. Do a nice little square like this. Add some water. Do a tint. Down there. Probably should put my glasses on. We'll do a mass tone and a little bit of a tint down there. We'll go ahead and clean off our mixing tool. Feeling like I should go through and mix each one first and then swatch, but I do feel like each one needs a good little mix, because they've been setting for a while, right? They've been in transit. And they've had a hot minute to sit and separate. So, grab my black, or deep silver, whatever it is. And put it right here. Kind of do a mass tone, and then a tint, like we did on the white paper. Grab some water. Do a little watercolor tint right there. Very fine mica powder in the water already. It's super fine. Alright, let's do our silvery color. Isn't that nice? The reason I got this particular set, I'm on a no-buy this year, but I am making my Christmas ornaments, and I needed more gouache to paint the wood ornaments with. So I looked up a bunch of prices for just buying like the separate tubes of this particular colors I need, and this was the best cost for paint. So a little bit, and do a little tint, maybe a little more paint than that. There we go. Doesn't show up very much there. We'll do our tint here. And I'm just doing about an inch across. I'm not getting crazy with, let's grab the excess paint and do our master. Your swatches for gouache don't need to be that big. Plus I want to play with it on paper and do a painting and see how it does. Let's get rid of some of that paint, some more tint, get our solid bit in right there, like that. And of course my focus is in and out. Sorry about that. Let me put my glasses on because the focus might be just my eyes too. Okay. Put the heater away now. Switch this over so you guys can see the palette. And tissue instead of my rags, which I just washed. There we go. Mix our pearl white color, which is what this is supposed to be. It looks like a pale bronze to me. It's very pretty. That a good mix. Scrape that off as much as I can. Grab our brush. Excess. Ooh, that's really pretty. I dig that. And I'm a pretty noob to gouache and what you can and can't do with it. So it's been part of my quest for this year has been to get some water here. Maybe not that much water. Tint. Ooh, it has some black in it from the edge of that pot. Pick that up. Off the other edge. Grab a touch and drop it in here. Tint. There we go. We'll do our tint down here. Ooh, I like the textures. That's pretty. And these always stand out better on black paper, right? So the pearlescent colors and the metallics on a colored paper. You don't necessarily have to use just black. You can use tinted papers as well. Or tint your painting. Tint the whole page a nice color, then paint over the top with your iridescence. That way they pop more. guy. Should we do that? Yeah, doesn't matter. It's gouache, you're going to be able to tell what colors where. This is mostly just for fun, to see what they look like dried down. Because they do dry down matte, right? But do they dry down matte and sparkly? Something to note. Wetness on my ferrule. Just spread that out. Give it a good spread up here. It's pretty thick and gloopy. Well, gloopy, technical terminology right there. And you can get some super fun textures with paints as well, which is great. Alright, let's wet our brush. Get rid of some of the water. Do a little tint down here on the white and a tint, a little more water on the black. Beautiful to get. Okay. Oops. Where's my paper towel? Alright, let's get in the bronzy colors, which are beautiful. All the colors are gorgeous. I love the color selection in the set. I love all of these. They're beautiful. And we'll play with color mixing and whatnot as we use them. Let's scrape off our excess. Clean up my edge there. In between. White first. Oh, that's really beautiful. Generally, bronze and silver are my go-tos. Gold is not. Just never been a big fan of gold. There we go. Nice tone down. Like that. Oh, it's so pretty. A little more of that right there. Dip our brush. Tap it off. Do a nice tint. That. Gorgeous. Swatching is fun. For me. And you don't have to swatch this way either. You can swatch in many other ways. You can, James Luke Burke used to have a swatch doll that he did, and he just, it was a stamp, and he'd, back in the day when he swatched, play with the color within the doll design. I thought that was a really good idea. This one's got a lot of separation over here. Just give it a spin. Give it a spin cycle. Next one. There we go. Gorgeous. Okay. trying to keep it about an inch. Wobbly, a wobbly inch. Sorry. It can be wobbly. And I am going to need to trim part of the paper for it to fit in my book, my swatch book. So, get some water. There's quite a bit of paint still in that brush. I'm just going to do that. Ooh, gorgeous. Look at that. Okay. Get that cleaned. Okay. So this guy. And the mixing and then swatching is making this take a lot longer. You can skip past the swatching to the playing with mixing colors, and if you want, it won't offend me at all. We're going to do a little painting at the end as well. This one didn't need as much mixing, which is nice. It's pretty decent yellow, right? I'll put the yellow down here. Nice gloopy layer of it down. You don't want to go too thick with gouache either, because if you do work with it too thick, it will flake off the page over time. Without a medium to adhere it to the page, you know. Let's scooch this down. Do our yellow up here. A little water on there. Sorry, I'll just push it in. But it's pretty on the white paper. I mean, it's pretty on the black as well, but I like it. I like it. We'll see how much sparkle we get too as we go. Just took a little too much water. Tint down here. A little more, a touch of water. Yeah, dig it. Okay. Oh man, what's happening? Left a little sparkle on the page, but you can't pick it up. That's nice to know. Our orange doesn't look like it needs too much mixing either. Just gonna give it a swirl. Scrape a scrap. Ooh, that's really pretty. Very peachy. That's nice. Against the yellow in here, it looks more orange, right? Oh, I got some yellow in there. Just get rid of that and pick up some. There we go. Yeah, that's a beautiful peachy color. I like it. This is very relaxing. There we go. Good, good. Brush. Just a little bit of paint. touch of water. Do a little. Ooh, that's very pretty. Super pastel. I dig it. I mean, and then there's every variation in between, right? This guy looks okay. I need to clean this off though. I can't keep dipping from well to well without cleaning it off. Well, you can. Just, yeah, fry it a little bit. There we go. Take that out. We'll clean up this edge right here where they're mixing together. That. Bloop. There we go. Just cover that up. That's pretty. It's slightly more red-orange color. Oh, grab the wrong one. That's alright. Let's do our tint. A little extra water. Very sherbety. I dig it. We're halfway through, you guys. Alright. This one's... And the fans on the top is getting a little dry in here. Give it a little mixy mix. So that's beautiful in the pan. In that little pot. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. It's like frosting. Glob there. And a glob there. Oh yeah, I dig that color too. Look at that. These are beautiful. I'm itching to know how they'll play like wet into wet. Yeah, that's pretty. Clean that off a bit. Really do a little tinty tint there. Tint there. More water. Thin that out. There we go. Gorgeous. Moving right along. Trying to pick up my pace a little bit. Pink mixed up. This is a pretty pink, right? One of those lipstick pinks. Busy. Busy playing with paint. There. And there. Bring that down. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm digging that. Now for my Christmas ornaments, I'll show you after we get done. I'll show you an example of one of my ornaments. When we get done swatching. I use this to base paint the wooden ornament on both sides and the edges and whatnot. And then really get that cleaned up. Do a light tint down here. And then I put my print onto the ornament. I print my art into sticker form, and I put the sticker on the ornament, and then decorate over the top of that, and then Mod Podge to seal it. I would like to find a nice spray that I can spray on them instead of using Mod Podge, but for now that's what I'm using for a seal to keep all the glitter and paint and paper protected for, you know, through time. And you wouldn't buy an ornament, you want it to last, right? This is pretty too. Nice glob over there. And a nice glob right there. A little close to that one, but that's alright. And the thicker you put down the paint, the longer it's going to take to dry, so keep that in mind as you're working with gouache as well. Go ahead and rinse that brush a bit. Ooh. Look at that tint on the black paper, that's nice. Okay. Moving right along. Okay. Purple, 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 purple. This is a lavendery purple rather than a deep purple. I prefer a deeper purple, but for iridescence and stuff, I guess it would make sense to do these more pastel-y colors. Okay, we're going to come down here because it's a new row. Scratch this down. Are we digging that? Yeah. There we go. It's pretty. They're all very pretty. Until I start using them in projects and on things, I won't know which ones I like best. Right now I like them all equally, except for possibly the gold, because I'm just not a gold person, but the gold is gorgeous. It's drying down beautifully. Matte without being too matte, you know. Let's go here. Get a little more tint. Oops, not that much. Okay. Oopsie. Alright. Clean our brush. Clean off our knife. Mix our turquoisey kind of blue color here. Right. Give it a little spin. And scrape. Bloop. Bloop. Ooh, that's pretty on that black paper. I mean, it's pretty on the white paper too, but man, look at that. that sparkle. Clean that off a bit. Oh, that's pretty. Run it right over the top of the purple one. There we go. Okay. Good. And then this one got a little separated. So we'll give it a good swirl. And scrape that off. Dry off a little brush. Blob there. And blob there. This blob got carried away. That's alright. Just move it down here. There we go. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Totally dig it. I like this one a lot. Yeah. Speaks to me. Alright. Teensy bit. Let's fix that a little bit. Okay. Get our little tints. Ooh. Yeah, those sparklies are very, very fine, like super fine. Digging it. Alright. There's too much of it. Okay, now our greens. We don't want to contaminate our greens with our blues. At this point. They'll all become contaminated at some point, but not today. Today's not that day. Give it a nice little swirl. Now this green is not normally a green I would enjoy, but I'm finding myself enjoying it at the moment. Excuse me. Look at that. Bloop. Bloop. Ooh, that's super pretty. Like a springy green. Yeah, I dig it. My squares are very misshapen. That's alright, that's okay, we don't care. I'm gonna play with it anyway. Okay. 2 more. Wipe off most of that. And here, really give this a good mix. That's all. Looks like this one got good and separated, right? There we go. Okay. This one here. So pretty. Look at that. Yep, I like it. Let's scooch this up a bit since we're down here. Okay, clean that off. Do our tints. Just a bit more water. A bit more paint. Like so. Okay. And then one more. Oof. What a disaster. This guy, this one more emeraldy one. There we go. Didn't really need too much of a mix on it. Give it a brush. Yeah, very jewel toned. Taking it. Okay. Get our tint going on. Gorgeous. Okay. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Ooh. All right. I'm gonna edit that out. I had a sneeze attack. All right, clean this off. Put that in there so it doesn't get hard. But there's our colors. This is what they look like in our pots. Right? And then here's our swatches on white paper and on black paper. And as far as shine is concerned, they've got a little bit of shine, a little bit of sparkle. They're more pearlescent, this black, than what do you call it? Glittery, which is fine. It's more what I'm looking for my ornaments anyways. I want my ornaments to be more pearlescent than glitter, because I'm going to put a touch of glitter on them and I don't want it to be too crazy. But yeah, I'm really loving all of these colors, especially these blues, the pinks, and the green, these darker greens. That's okay. The gold's obviously a beautiful gold, but I like these two colors. This off-white one is really particularly pretty. Okay, so that's our swatches. Let's maybe, where's my cutter? So that I'm not wasting the black paper. Let's scooch this guy out, because I usually work this way. Scooch him over there. Take this paper and it's a little wet, so we'll leave that much. Ooh, let go. Like that. And when I put it in my swatch binder, the black will slide all the way down, and then the white will be up there. So I like that. I might tape them together too, so that they don't slide around. Just cause. Grab a piece of white for fun. Let's grab this card of white. We have a card of black, and let's mix some colors together. Here's our round brush, and let's see, what do I want to mix together? Let's mix together this blue some water. Maybe a little more water so that it moves around a bit. This paper is very absorbent. Some blue, and then maybe some of this red. Let's see what they do. You can get different purples other than the purple we have. Snag it over blue, snag it over red, a little touch more red. Kind of graze that out a bit, that's nice. That's pretty. A little bit more blue. Okay, that's that blue and red. Maybe same blue with a touch of this pink. That kind of lavenders out, doesn't it? Ooh. That lavenders out nicely. This is our lavender that we have pre-mixed. Okay. This would be our red, right? Yellow. Red and yellow. That's pretty. Oh, that's nice. Isn't that pretty? I dig that. Okay. Then let's do blue and yellow. It's the same darker blue and yellow. Oh yeah. That's different to all of our greens that we have. Clean the brush. Plop down a little bit of this green next to it. Not quite so desaturated. And this one, these are brighter, and the ones that we mix are getting a little dulled down, which is pretty, right? And we can mix your greens together and create different effects. Ooh, you know what would be cool is to put this in these paints in a galaxy painting. Wouldn't that be neat? Do a little wet square. Square-ish shape, like that. Take our dark. Actually, what I would do is incorporate regular watercolor into this as well, so that we have this gorgeous navy, which is see how dark that gets, like that. These are core watercolors, they move really nicely. And then just a touch of maybe our pink, a bit more. Super thick and gloopy. Add some water. Grab some green. Maybe this super sparkly green. I'm gonna put my hair in it already. How great is that? Me and my hair, man, it is everywhere. There's no getting away from it. Little clouds of green. I guess we can stick with the green and pink theme, right? Why not? Touches of pink around that. Oh man, look at that. Oh, that gets that sparkle just going everywhere. Take some water. Wet that brush. Ooh. See, on a bigger sheet of paper, this would be so much fun. Look at that. Dig it. I'll throw some. Here's my dioxazine purple. A touch of dioxazine purple in there. Maybe some magenta. Get it really intense colors. Moving around. Yeah, it's fun. And you can create backgrounds like this too. I do this just for fun on blank paper and create all kinds of backgrounds to draw and paint on top of. I also create, like I have a stash of cards with drawings on them ready to paint so that we can just grab one and do a video. If I'm feeling uninspired and don't know what I want to paint, I do that. I'll make backgrounds and paint and color on top of those. Grab a bigger brush. Let's see. Let's grab this guy. That's off the edge of the cup. And just playing with color at this point, seeing what they do, how they move around. Let's grab a bronze. Add some water to it. Pull it around. Some of our black. Group that in here. What else? Let me grab a little bit of, where'd that go? Navy. Put that down. Blue. They don't move around a lot on their own because they're very gloopy. I do like the sedimentation I'm getting on the page though. And the bits of pigment settling into the grooves of the paper, that's cool. We can spritz it. Give it a little spritzy spritz. And encourage movement and blending on the page. Maybe drop in a bit of this off-white and kind Move it around through there. Like that. Grab a tissue. Pick up some of that color. That. Create little cloud shapes in our nebula or sky. Add a little gold, maybe a touch of yellow. Yeah, it blends together. They blend together really nicely. I dig it. Make mud on your page. So the fun thing with the gouache, though, is once you dry it, once it's dry, you can paint over the top of it and cover everything you did up. Touch too much water over there. Let's dry this. You see how sparkly it still is? Okay. It's still very shiny, but you can go over this with other gouache. Let's see, do I want to go over it with paint? Just watercolor? Gently? That. And it is not wise or recommended to dip from your pearlescent paint into your watercolor palette. Just so you know. It is recommended to mix your paints on a separate palette. That's a bit dark. Maybe this is a cliff face or rocks, something like that. Like that. A couple of wild tree growing over here. See how this dries and how much it picks up and moves around on the page. And just roll the brush around and lift it up to create those bumpy textured tree effects. Like that. And we could go on the top with some greens. Just pulling down. And this is just futzing about. This is not like anything I would normally create as a finished piece, but it is fun to experiment, right? Scoop that up. And you put your watercolor right on top of your iridescent paint. See how it does. Interesting, right? Alright, let's come over here. Let's wet our paper pretty well. Just wet it down like that. Grab some of our pearl. Create a little shape like that. Just a little wisp out that way. And wisps out that way. Okay. I don't know what color to use. Let's just use green. Drop that all in. Like that. Dots of pure green. Here and there. Oh, that's fun, right? Maybe some bronze, some deep bronze. I went to the bookstore yesterday and they had some really beautiful books about pictures from the Hubble telescope of nebulous shapes and this you know, the galaxies and whatnot. Super cool. And maybe put in some in purple and then blue. And a little bit of black. Yeah, okay. To kind of give this a little bit of tint of color. And these colors never show up quite as nicely on the black paper as you expect, but they will tint the page a bit. That's kind of neat. It's like a creature. If we were to give it eyes, right? That's kind of fun. I think I should put a little bit of bronze out here as well. And maybe some right here. Kind of drag it out a little bit. There. Yep, I dig it. Wonder if we put in just a dollop of pretty wet regular watercolor, if it'll push the paint away and around. And we'll create some dark spots. Oh yeah, kind of does. Pick that up. And it mixes with the color you put down and kind of tints out. That's cool. Alright, let's try it. I mean, I honestly mostly got these for my Christmas ornaments, but this is fun. This is a lot of fun. I dig that. And I feel like kind of doing the same thing. Grab some dark, throw it down across the page like that. Grab some blue and purple and black and splash those down. Core watercolors move like magic, so yeah, always a joy. Kind of resisting where that, oops, a little too much water on our page, or on our other design. It is resisting where the iridescent paint is, which is interesting. Put down some colors from got a little weirdness going on right there. Muddied up my palette real well. And some yellow. Doesn't quite stand out, does it? See how it pushes the core colors away, but it kind of doesn't really push away the iridescent color that much. And it will pop on the water. Kind of gives it some place to blend. Alright, I think we're done playing with our water for now. Or our paints for now. I feel like I should put in hot spots of the pink. It's interesting. I like all the colors that are happening right there. Kind of in that, below that big pink blob right there. It's pretty. Alright, I'm done messing around with the paint, I suppose. This is our set. This is what they look like all swatched out in their, you know, their regular form. Zoom out. And then a little bit of nebula play. A bit of silliness. Right? A little bit of swatching and mixing colors. I will mix different colors for you, right? And then you can actually take your regular watercolor and add the iridescent paint to it. And that'll give you a really pretty variation of your color, right? Which is great. I said I was done. Clearly I'm not. But it kind of tones it down and adds a little bit of iridescence to it. Yeah, dig it. Grab some yellow. Throw that in there. Pull it down. Ooh, that sherbetted right out. Yeah, that's cool. And this is me just playing with my core palette that's already out. And a little bit of shine and sparkle to a section in your painting without using strictly gouache. It's an idea. I got paint on my elbow. Alright, this is long enough video. I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think of the set. Do any of you have this set? The metallic focus colors set. Have you played with it? Have you used it for anything? Do you love the colors? I love them. I think they're super pretty. I can't wait to use them on my ornaments. Oh, I was going to show you an ornament. Hold on. Let me scooch back and grab one. Mind you, this is one that, partially finished ones. Let's grab this guy from last year. Okay, so this is last year's ornament. This is what they look like. And I used the shiny paint on the back. And this year I used shiny gouache instead of a metallic paint. And I like the way it looks better. And then this is my print that I print out my art that I made last year at the end in December. It's a video if you want to look up my snowman video. I put it in Photoshop and cropped out the piece that I wanted and made it into an ornament. I'm gonna put a little bit of glitter around the edges and on, you know, on spots on him, and then clear coat it with Mod Podge, which will give it that shine that you want. And yeah, put a little ribbon on it, and it'll be a finished. It goes from being flat like this to being slightly shiny, which gives it that sparkle. So yeah, that's what I'm using the gouache for. Like, the whole reason I bought it was to finish up my ornaments. I'm making 400 of them with various designs. Let me know if you're interested in seeing any of that. I can put together a little video of me making them and share that with you guys. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. Bye!